Yo, good morning, guys. Good morning. It's good to be back. Bitcoin in a little bit of a conundrum here. Will we pump up higher or will we dump? Let's discuss today. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Obviously wasn't on Sunday. Last stream was on Saturday. I still recover from the sock, man. I still have a little bit of a PTSD from the sock. Well, how's everyone doing this morning? Bitcoin's gotten a little rise over the weekend, right? Up to 21K. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's going on? What's up, Waterfly? What's up, Mike? What's up, Skillful? Elliot, Garrett, Hustle, Mario? What's up, man? I am Luigi. I'm not Mario. But hey, we're all Italian out here. What's going on, John? What up? All right, let's hop right in, man. Let's hop right in. Yo, what's going on, man? What's up? Jordan sounds rough. I gotta get the voice back, man. We've been off for 2 days. It sounds weird. Anyways, let's discuss what we can talk about for Bitcoin, man. What's up, Crypto G? What's up, Interactive? Guys, if we could smack up that like button before we get started. Let's smack up that like button. Let's get to 200 likes right freaking now. All right? That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Bass? I love my trolls in the chat. You gotta love the trolls, man. You got to love the freaking trolls. All right? So, let's get it, man. Let's get it. So, what are we looking at for BTC? Let's start on the 1 hour time frame. So, there's a couple of different things that we can discuss on what is kind of going down here. All right, so I think at the last weekend, on Friday actually, we were sitting back here at like 18K. We got a little pump up to like 19,800. But we got a little move up here over the weekend. We're forming a little bit of a bearish pattern now, right? You guys know this. It's the opposite of the pattern that we used to love. It's the rising wedge. We don't like rising wedges here, right? Rising wedges are typically bearish, right? They break down, I think, 68% of the time. So high 60s. They break down a high percentage of the time, right? So we got to stay vigilant here. I know everyone's getting pumped, right? The horse guy is going to come out the woodwork and get friggin' pumped, all right? But Jordan said we're going to pump. The bottom is now in. The bottom is in. Jordan, the bottom is in. I can't take any more blood. I have no more money. No more. If we dump again, this is definitely peer manipulation. Thank you, horse guy. But I know everyone doesn't want any more blood, right? No one wants more anything. But let's see what we're looking at here, guys. So the rising wedge. Could we come up a little bit higher here on the rising wedge? I think there's actually a good chance that we can, right? There's a good chance that Bitcoin can get a small bounce off the support line that's coming up, right? We have 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, 4 touches now. We're getting a little support on the bottom here. I think there's a good chance that Bitcoin can come back up, retest the top here before dumping, all right? If you look at some of the shorter term time frames, we did have a little bit of a 15 minutes chart head and shoulders pattern, right? That did dump back to the downside. It is getting a little bit of rejection, right? So we had the neckline coming right here. We dumped below, right? Came right to the 50 EMA and are trying now to bring it back up. But we can't get back over that previous support. We're flipping that previous support as resistance. So there's a couple different things that we can look at here, guys. I'm still looking at, all right, overall, right? I'm still looking at Bitcoin going back down to the lows before it continues up higher. You know, this is a little relief rally that I guess we needed, man, right? A little relief rally that I guess we needed. A couple different things before we go more into the charts. We got the NASDAQ futures that are green. We got the S&P futures that are green, right? And quite frankly, some of the stock markets are due for some type of relief bounce, right? You know, we got the stock RSI bottomed out on the S&P, right? Daily RSI sort of bottomed out here on the S&P. We're due for some type of relief bounce, right? We got daily gaps up here. Yeah, the NASDAQ, S&P are due for a little bit of relief bounce. Could that bring up Bitcoin with it today? Abso-freaking-lutely. And that's why I think there's a good chance that Bitcoin could actually get that move back up to the top of the wedge, test the 200 EMA before dumping back down. You guys see the 200 EMA right here, about 21,184? I think it's a good chance we come up and test that before dumping again. All right, so let's stay vigilant there, but I think there's a good chance of that happening today before we eventually come back down and dump. We do have two vector candles looking left here, right? We have a yellow vector candle right here, all the way back down to 18,700. So what I'm expecting going into today, I'm expecting maybe a little bounce from BTC because of the stock market's going up, and then a continuation dump back down to the downside. And that's what I'll be putting in a short position when we do break down from this wedge formation. I will be like a hawk watching and waiting for that, waiting for that to dump here ultimately. What's up, Fahid? Joined the stream and I thought stock was the end. I did choke on it, guys. The reason why I didn't stream yesterday is because I unfortunately I choked on a little bit of the sock. It got stuck in my throat, and unfortunately I had to go to the hospital to get the sock out of my throat. So, you know, when I first went in there, they were like, "Jordan, what's in your throat right now? Is this what I think it is?" No. I had to make the joke, man. I had to make the joke. All right. And I said, "No, it's a sock." And they're like, "Why is there a sock in your throat?" And I was like, "Listen, you don't want to know. Just watch this video. Don't ask any questions." Okay. So there we go. That's where I was yesterday, man. What's going on, Brian? Short at the bottom is like buying the top. Short in the bottom, man. It's a short-term short, man. Short-term short. VS? What's up? VS? All right. Back over to the daily time frame. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, the daily's due for a pump, right? The daily's due for a pump. To me, where we're sitting right now, I mean, well, let's face it, guys. Every time Bitcoin has a little bit of a pump, we all get pumped, right? We all get pumped, and we all start going nuts, right? Let's see what Bob's doing down there in this room right now. God, man. Freaking Christ. Bitcoin's pumping right now? Jesus Christ, man. Should I buy? Like, everyone keeps telling me Bitcoin's gonna go lower, so I don't buy when it dumps. It's ridiculous, man. What am I supposed to buy Shiba? I have no idea. Is this the pump we're waiting for? Is this the bottom? Are we going back up now? Christ, man. The only thing I'm sure of is I love meatloaf. I'm gonna eat meatloaf for breakfast. Mom, can you put the meatloaf in the microwave? I already cooked it last night. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's already cooked. It's already cooked. Don't worry. I'm not gonna eat raw meatloaf. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. I love you. All right. I think everyone's sort of you know, waiting for the true little relief rally here. I'll say there's a good chance. Like the highest I see Bitcoin going at the moment is about 22K. To at least retest, like this is to me where I see Bitcoin going, like if it wants to continue up and if it wants to break the 200 EMA, right? It is the bottom side of these daily candles here, just to retest previous support and try to flip them into resistance. All right, so that's my, like, at least right now, what I'm looking at is the best case scenario. The daily RSI was oversold, right? Daily stock RSI was oversold. So that's why we're seeing a little bit of a relief rally, right? We were due, right? We were due. I mean, we saw multiple days of carnage. We saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We dumped pretty much over the span of 10 days. We dumped about, what, 45%? So it was due for some type of little rally to the upside. And that's what you're seeing right now, right? That's what you're seeing right now. So I will say, if you're, wait for confirmation. If these are long-term holds, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I still think buying right here is still a great opportunity. You're still below the 200 MA. Any buy below the 200 MA, I think, is going to be an excellent, and I don't want to use the word generational buy because I think that's sort of overused, but I think that's a good buy. Anywhere below, you guys know the 200 SMA, I think is a great long-term buy. You're going to look at that in 2-3 years and be like, holy shit, why didn't I scoop up more? Why did I not? I feel offended by Bob. You shouldn't. You should not feel offended by Bob, man. Bob is a very nice guy, man. He's a very nice guy. He didn't do anything to you, okay? He's a little bit miserable, okay? Listen, he's 35. He lives in his basement, okay? So he's a little bit miserable, okay? He had a couple of tough breaks in his life, all right? So give him some slack, man. Give him some slack. Let's see. Now when it goes up, Jordan to say it's due. It is. You know, it is. But yeah, so that's my short. That's sort of my thought process on the market at the moment. I still think we're coming back down here, guys. I continue to say this, man. If you think this is the bottom, it's gonna come back down into this range again, right? Bitcoin never, I will say it again, Bitcoin never just has a V-shaped recovery. So if you think that Bitcoin's just gonna do this, right? It's just gonna dump, and all of a sudden they're gonna come out and they're gonna say, pump it, right? Bitcoin's not just gonna pump to the upside like this, right? Maybe it does. I mean, maybe we have a big celebration and Bitcoin pumps, back up to 30K. It's funny now that we, Bitcoin pumped to 30K right now. Everyone would be so pumped. But a couple months ago, if Bitcoin was at 30K, it was like the end of the world. And the house is on fire. Everything's on fire. It's funny how that those levels can switch so fast. But I'm still waiting for, as always, guys, for any type of true bottom. I'm waiting for the first hit, right? The second hit, and then the confirmed rally and the break of the neckline. I'm not getting too pumped until I see this formation at the bottom, man. Because we've seen this consistently, man. We've seen the dump, the pump, the dump. We retrace, and then we just dump right back down, right? So I'm still waiting for this formation to form for any type of bottom before I get too excited, all right? Because Bitcoin never just does V-shaped recoveries. Even March of 2020, it came back down to like 4K before coming back up, all right? Let's see. I started a new drinking game every time Lifer says 99 drink. Oh God, you're gonna be freaking hammered, man. Holy moly, man. So let's stay grounded until we get any type of confirmation, man, because we don't really have confirmation just yet. All right, we got a bearish pattern forming. Really, nothing has changed, right? Nothing has changed in the macro. All right. Everything's kind of the same, right? S&P still, ended last week breaking the lows, all right? DXY is sort of consolidating, but here's what I'm looking at the DXY too, right? Here's what I'm looking at the DXY, man. We got, this is just what I'm looking at, and we know that DXY right now for the last week has really just been kind of going sideways slash down. I don't think that's going to last very much longer, man. Very much longer. Who am I, man? Very much longer? Holy moly, man. Holy moly. But we got this downtrend of resistance, this uptrend of support. So, which I think, I've always said trying to predict which way the DXY is going to go is crazy, right? But we should expect some volatility coming in on the DXY, I would say today, right? I would say today because you got this apex of these two coming in right here. So, we got to see which way this goes. DXY comes up, crypto's going to get smashed, right? DXY dumps. All right, maybe we got a little bit of a shot here. So I'm going to be watching this closely today to see which way this actually breaks. But this could give us a little bit of indication on which way we could go, right? So all in all, it should be an interesting week. I know people will say, this week is important. I think every week lately has been important. But, overall, I think this week will be pretty telling. If Bitcoin continues higher and Bitcoin can break above these like low 20K levels, it's a good shot. I could see, 25, 26K. But until then, I'm not getting too up in arms about a move from 17K to 21K in a bearish formation, right? I'm not going to get too excited over that, Let's see. I'm in Tampa. We drink all day. Nice, man. At 8:48, you're an absolute baller, man. You're an absolute baller. What's up? What'd you guys do this weekend, by the way? What'd you guys do this weekend? Let me know in the chat. What you guys did this weekend. I just hang out with family. Like, had a good time. It was a good time. We did a little dancing, ate some pizza, What else did we do? That's really it. It was a good time. It was a good time, man. We do see at market open today. Nice. Preston said, me too. Chewy, what's up, man? Chewy. Beach life mimosas. There you go. But anyways, guys, this is overall. We still have the 200 EMA coming down from the 1 hour time frame, right? We haven't been above that in 12 days, right? So we're waiting on the retest of that. Like I said, short term, could I see a move back up to follow the stock markets? Yes, but we still have yellow vector candles looking left, man. So we still have yellow vector candles looking left, and we still haven't made our W reversal formation. Until we do, I got no confirmation of this move continuing higher, all right? And I'm going to be short. As soon as this breaks, I'm going to be putting a short position in, all right? I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to wait till it breaks, and that's sort of what my thinking is going into this week. And could we stay in here for another day? Yeah, sure. We could continue up to 21.8K. We could keep going to like 22K, all right? But eventually, I think this gets rejected and comes back down to the downside. If I'm wrong, it is what it is. That's why I don't put my trade in until confirmation, right? So let's see what happens, man. David said the low is in. I would say there's a good chance that I still say we're close. I'm not calling any bottoms, man. How many bottoms have we called, man? Listen, how many bottoms have people called? And everyone's been wrong so far. So let's chill. All right, with the bottom calling, I know everyone has their opinion, and everyone's going to come in, and opinions are what drive the world, right? Opinions are what drive the world, let's be honest. But I'm not going to be calling any bottoms just yet until we get some type of I know it's sort of cliche to say, but until we get sort of some sort of pivot from the Fed on the overall markets, right? I think calling a bottom, which it seems like every time we get a rate hike, we get the dump and everyone calls the bottom in, and then we get another one, and then we dump more. People call the bottom again. So until that changes, I'm not going to be calling any bottoms. But I do think we're close, right? For multiple different reasons. We hit the 786 Fibonacci level. That's awesome, right? That's awesome. Every time we hit a fib level, we get a little bit of a bounce. That's what we're seeing right now, right? We went down to 17.6K, which was the 786 fib from the March crash to the peak. We went right to the 786, got a nice little bounce to the upside, and that's awesome, right? That's awesome. But we've seen that every single time, and it ends up being it ends up being just a temporary bounce until we go lower. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. You guys know my take on this. I'm not gonna be calling a bottom, but we did get that capitulation flash on the hash ribbons. When we get that capitulation flash, shortly after we get a buy signal. I'm gonna wait till we get a buy signal on this to get a little bit more confident on a bottom and in, because in bear markets, when you get this capitulation, right, you usually do see a couple more weeks of downside, to actually maybe even a couple more months of downside. So I'm gonna stay patient on calling a bottom. I'm not calling a bottom yet. I think calling a bottom like 100% right now is maybe slightly irresponsible, because nothing's really changed in the grand scheme of things. But we'll see what happens. But we got the first step. We got the capitulation from miners, right? Now we're waiting for that buy signal to pop up here for me to be like, all right, this definitely could be the bottom. But until that happens, I'm not gonna say that it is, man. I'm not gonna say that it is. What's up? Let's see. Bottom is now a banned word. It's banned. It's banned, man. It's banned. I feel a crazy day ahead. What you guys thinking? You guys think we're gonna pump today or dump? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Are we going to pump or dump today? It's such a what kind of poll is this? Such an interesting. It's an interesting poll, man. I mean, it's I guess it's subjective to what you think. I'll say this. Do you think that Bitcoin's daily candle today will be green or red? All right, and vote on the poll that way. That was a very very interesting poll, man. All right, very interesting poll. Very interesting poll, man. I think it's gonna be green. Why? Well, it fits my bias, and it fits my bias, and well, I'm in a long position, 100x long position. Okay, I was told that the bottom is in again. I was told the bottom was in, so we better pump. We better pump, because I need it to pump. If we don't, I'm screwed. I am so screwed. No. You better pump. Yes. Bitcoin's pumping right now. Okay, let's go watch. Horse guy, I gotta fix the size of that. Holy moly, man. I don't know why it's so small. But, yeah, man. So, let's see what happens. Blue Vector. The Blue Vector candle. Okay. We're still just in the wedge, right? So until we break out of the wedge, nothing's really changed. But we're trying to come up right now, right? We got a nice bounce off the 50 EMA. Perfect. Right? So we're trying to make that previous support into resistance. But now we're able to get back above there. So that's some good stuff. Let's see if we can get a little bit more momentum to the upside now, right? Obviously, for me to get super bullish, we gotta, I guess more bullish than I am now. I want to get some closes above the 1 hour 200 EMA. Because we know that a 200 EMA is typically a big resistance level on any time frame you're looking at. If we break that, it could come to the 800 EMA, which we'll look at when the time comes. But we still got a lot of work to do until we do that, you know? Let's see. I think it's funny how the horse guy sounds German and Italian. Well, he is Italian. He is the Italian, right? He is Italian. Let's see. Holy moly, man. Market opens in 35 minutes. It opens in 35 minutes. We're very, very excited for it. Very, very excited. Let's see. Make Squidward face. We're gonna make it Squidward face, man. All right, what else we got? Let's see. So the monthly time frame, I'll continue to say, guys, for all the longer term people out there, right? For all the longer term people, I still think the levels you're at right now are for the longer term good buy opportunities. Just be prepared for the price to go lower, right? I actually had a lot of family members, and it's very, very interesting because actually George said this last night. He was like, "Oh, I'm having more family members ask me about when to buy crypto than ever before," which I think is interesting because what do family members usually do, right? You guys know the meme, right? Last time we were at all-time highs, what did my grandma say?
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
Right? She asked me how to buy some Bitcoin. But now more than ever, I've seen people are asking me more about, Jordan, is it a good time to buy crypto? Is it a good time to buy crypto? Right? Should I put my savings into crypto right now? Right? I see the market's red. Should I be buying right now? And here's what I tell them. And I tell them, if you're looking to hold long term, aka a couple years at the minimum, all right now is probably a good time to buy. But if you can't handle volatility, if you can't handle, seeing that money go down another 50%, right? I'm not gonna say it's 100% gonna go down 50%, but there's certainly a possibility. And if you can't handle that, right? Well, you probably shouldn't buy right now. So that's basically what I tell them, right? If you're looking to hold for multiple years, I think right now is an excellent opportunity, based off a bunch of different things. Monthly RSI, lowest levels it's ever been, right? Hash ribbon's got the capitulation signal, right? We're at the 786 fib, right? A lot of people are calling for 14K, 10K. Even if we go to those levels, it is what it is. But I sort of that's what I sort of tell them, man. I think right now is an excellent time to buy for long term. Anywhere below the 200 SMA has been an excellent time to buy historically. Could they end up buying lower if they wait? Maybe, but there's no guarantee you go lower, right? So that's what I tell them. I think a lot of people are maybe in the same boat, man. You know? So I don't know why. I mean, everyone's very, very interested, right? People that I think would never be interested in crypto are asking me if they should get in, right? What's your strategy, right? Should I just buy a little bit here and there? I have savings in my account. Should I buy now? Right? I'm getting a lot of that. So, and George said that last night, which I thought was very, very interesting. So, I don't know if that means that we have lower to go because usually the bottom comes in when no one wants to buy, right? And if everyone wants to buy right now, that might be an interesting, that might be indicative that we have lower to go. I don't know. But I thought that was very interesting. I wanted to share that with you guys. Saturday was crazy. Almost everyone was calling for lower. Yeah, I mean, I would say this. I mean, for everyone that's sitting on the sidelines right now, and we get a lot of this, right? We get a lot of this during this downtrend. I've been a victim of saying this as well. We've seen a lot of this, man. We've seen a lot of this, right? Hey guys, hey, it's Jabba. Good to see you. This is my room. If you haven't seen my room, this is it. Hold on, let me make myself bigger because I'm so small. I'm never small. I'm fat. But guys, guess what? Everyone's asking me if it's a good time to buy crypto at the family party on Sunday. And I keep telling them it's going to go lower. And Jordan just says, this is what Jordan says. He says, Jabba, if everyone thinks it's going to go lower, that means it's not going to go lower. It's going to bounce. And I call him an idiot. Because guess what? Everyone's been saying that for months. Everyone's been bearish for months. And we keep going lower and lower and lower. That shit doesn't matter. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Mom. But at the family party, which was great. It was so fun, by the way, guys. It was so friggin' fun. It was so fun. Everyone wants to buy. And I told them, don't. Short. Okay? That's all I have to say. Now, I gotta go buy a new curtain. I don't even know why I have this shirt still. I'm rich, bitch. All right, see ya. Oh, God. My voice is all jacked up. The poster. You're not fat. You're big boned. Something tells me Jabba's not big boned, man. When you walk around, you're like, your body's going like this. Something tells me you're not big boned. You know what I mean? Holy moly, man. Holy majoli. What's going on? Jimmy's gonna be upset. Rich Buddy said, when are you gonna do Richard Hart? That's a good idea, man. I gotta, I'll find one. Rich Buddy, just for you, I'll find that today, buddy, okay? Just and because your name's Rich Buddy, man, that means you're my buddy. So just for you, Rich. Just for you, Rich. You've been watching my channel for forever, man. So, just for you, man, I will do it. All right. Holy moly, man. What is it, 9:01? Holy moly. It's 9:01. We've been live for... guys, let me know in the top if that ticker is easier to see now. It actually updates every 2 seconds, which is nice. It's not like the old one where it will get stuck. We don't like when the ticker gets stuck. Let me know up top if you like that new ticker, man. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. All right, took me a long time to do that. Just kidding. It took me like 2 minutes. But let me know if you like it, man. Let's see. You will pump to 25, 30K in the coming months, and will go sideways most of the year. I don't know, man. It sounds very familiar to the 30K range. When everyone's like, we're going back up to... I forget what everyone was calling back then. But everyone was saying the same thing. All right, let's go to DXY. DXY is still in the range, man. I'm waiting for the DXY to break out to see a lot of confirmation. I think that's going to happen on the market open, right? Let's just see what the futures are looking like still. So stock market futures are still great, right? Still, Nasdaq's up about 1.5%, S&P about 1.5%. So if that's any indication, right, if we expect the stock markets to go up, we expect Bitcoin to go up, right? I mean, that's how it works. That would still, even if Bitcoin went up, that would still keep us in this wedge formation. The most bullish thing, and how I would know that Bitcoin's bullish, guys, is what do we typically say, right? If an asset breaks a bearish pattern to the upside, that does show the strength of that asset, right? So if there's any possible way, if Bitcoin comes up here, right, and can break this, that's going to show some serious strength for BTC. Because not only would you be breaking this wedge formation, but you would also be breaking the 200 EMA and the 1 hour, which are both very, very significant levels. So if that happens, all right, I mean, there's a good chance that we could be looking at higher levels. Probably to I think the level I was looking at was like the 25K range, if that does happen. But until that does happen, until we get some confirmation, I'm still looking at this for it to come back down to the range, man, because I'll continue to say, markets don't just have V-shaped recoveries. They always going to have some type of double bottom action before they get significant move to the upside, right? So we got to watch closely today. It's interesting, right? You have a lot of things going on. DXY's at its peak here, right? S&P and the NASDAQ have seen massive drops last week. Are they due for a rise back up? Will that bring Bitcoin up with it? There's a lot of different things and a lot of different actions going on right now. That could give us some clues. Maybe Ethereum will give us some clues. Let's go check out ETH. So Ethereum, let's go to like the daily time frame. I know Bitcoin is what matters ultimately. Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin was what matters, right? But if we look at this on the, could it easily be a stop hunt? Could be. It definitely could be. Definitely could be, man. I said I won't trust any pump for Bitcoin without some serious confirmation, because for the past 7 months, every single Bitcoin rise has been quick to just fall right back down. So I'm not going to fall for it until some serious confirmation, man. I won't do it. I won't do it. And another thing that's keeping me a little bit iffy, guys, is if we actually go back to the 4-hour time frame real quick. The 4-hour stocks are still topped out, man, and they've been topped out for quite a while. Now, they can be topped out for a period of time and still continue higher, right? Right here, right? You were topped out. You still continued significantly higher. But look at where we went to, right? The 4-hour EMA. What I'm looking at here is the 4-hour stock RSI has been topped out for quite a while. I want to see this reset before we get any massive move to the upside. So to me, could I be wrong? Yes. And that's why you don't put trades in until you have confirmations of the move, right? I'm still looking for this to come back down, right? Even if it goes a little bit higher and then comes back down, I'm still looking for this to come back down, whether it does this, comes back down, and resets this 4-hour stock RSI before continuing significantly higher, right? That doesn't have to be all the way back down to here. I only have this level because on the hourly, we have a few vector candles down here that we have to come back down and take at some point, all right? And that's what everything's pointing to me, man. Everything's pointing to maybe slightly up higher today because of the stock market's pumping, but eventually coming back down, right? To reset the 4-hour stock RSI. And quite frankly, ETH is looking the same, right? ETH has had a rise back up. We got the 4-hour stock RSI still topped out. I still want to see this get a little bit of a move to the downside before it comes back up. I think that would be a little bit better in my opinion. Let's see. Remember, guys, it pumps. Don't watch it and eat Cheetos. It will turn your candles orange. Actually, some orange candles are probably pretty dope. Should I change my yellow candles to orange? Let me know. I'll do it. Crane says looks reasonable. All right. I think there's a good chance of that happening. We'll see, right? We'll see, obviously. Are we going to pump or dump today? Holy moly, look at the votes. Look at the votes. It's like Baba and Jabba fighting right now. We're going to pump. I just DCA'd some Shiba. We're going to friggin' pump. Jabba, do not argue with me. No, we're not. We're dumping. You're an idiot, Bob. You've been wrong for the last 7 months. Oh yeah. Well, I bought Shiba at the lows. Who was right before that, Jabba? I was. You're a friggin' idiot. Horse guy, what do you think? No, we're pumping. Do not scare me, Jabba. Do not scare me. No, no, don't scare me. No. I'm not scaring you. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. We're gonna dump. I would never try to scare you, horse guy. Now, come here for a hug. No, you're gonna squish me. No, no, jump up, jump up. Oh, Lord. All right. Shiba was pumping. I'm sure Shiba was pumping, man. I'm sure it was. You know? Do we like when Shiba pumps? I don't know. Depends. All right, the poll is 50-50. Are we going to pump or dump today? We need a poll. We got 634 votes. We got 50% pump and 50% dump. So we're seeing people across the board a little bit. That's crazy, man. 50-50. 50 freaking 50 today. Holy moly, man. This is one of the first polls I've seen in a while where people are 50-50. Lately, I've been seeing, people are just extremely bearish. It's usually like 70% dump, 30% pump. Holy moly, man. Guess people are getting a slightly more bullish. At least for today, At least for today. Drone, what is the 200 EMA? 200 EMA on the hourly is, at the moment, let me get to the exact price. It changes every hour, so keep that in mind. It's at 21,676. So that, to me, that's like if Bitcoin does come up, if the stock markets come up and Bitcoin wants to come up as well, that's the point where I'll look for a rejection at the current moment for BTC. All right? If it breaks above that, as Tino would say, happy days, happy days, happy days, my friends. But, we got to wait for confirmation for that, man. 15-minute, really not giving us too much info at the moment, man. We're still just kind of waiting, right? Right now we move this up. Right now we're flipping that previous support and flipping that into resistance. And now, we want to see if it's going to get further downside on the 15-minute chart. But we're holding the 50 EMA, right? Until you break the 50 EMA, you can't get too pissed off. It was sort of the same thing down here. We actually had a very similar structure down here. If you actually look at it, we had sort of this like head and shoulders type formation, but we held the 50 EMA ultimately and continued back to the upside, right? Very, very similar formation, right? We had bop, 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 came back down, but still hold the 50. As long as you hold the 50, all is good in the world, right? All is good. If you break that, all right, now we start talking, right? Now we start talking about breakdown of the wedge and continuing lower. But that's why it's important sometimes to look at the shorter term time frames and see what's going on there to get a better look at what's going on sort of in the bigger time frames, right? So let's watch the 50 EMA and the 15-minute. That gets broken. All right. We definitely are probably talking a move to the downside here on the hourly. All right. Daily, there's not enough to look at just yet, right? I'm still looking at more stuff in the daily. I need more candles to pop up here to get to really do anything on the daily. The only thing I will say is, typically when Bitcoin's this oversold in the daily RSI, it does get some type of bounce, right? It's just you got to take into account the overall market at the moment and know that just because it's oversold, now it's reset a little bit. That doesn't mean it can't just roll right back over and come back down lower, right? So I'll always keep that in mind. Pay attention to the broader market. And yes, typically you would say, all right, Bitcoin's at a 19 in the daily RSI. You're going to get a bounce at some point. But that bounce could just be a reset of the RSI before you come right back lower, all right? Which would be fine, because ultimately, what I told you guys, what I'm looking for is something along these lines to continue up higher, right? The first hit, even if you move up higher, I'm still looking for that second hit. And if we really want to make this the bottom, which no one really knows, but if this is going to be the bottom, I'm looking for a double hit on the downside before anything, right? And either close the daily above 21,025, then sarcastic turn to the upside from a low level. True. The daily, they're already coming up. John said, absolutely, Will Smith that like button. Yeah, guys, smack up that like button for your boys. Smack up. I'm happy to be back, man. I sometimes when I'm gone for 2 days, it feels weird being back, so I have to kind of get into the groove of things. When I'm gone for longer than 1 day, it feels off, and I gotta kind of get back into the swing of things here. Like when I first started the stream today, I was like, this feels really, really weird, man. This feels really, really weird, and I have to get back into the swing of things here. So appreciate you guys for hanging out. We're just kind of hanging out, doing a morning stream. You guys know the morning stream's a little bit more chill. Man, happy to be back, man. Happy to be back. I don't like being gone for more than one day. It's quite odd. It's quite odd. And I get that itch to get to the charts and just look at charts. So happy to be back, man. I caressed the like button. What's going on, Weaponized Sponge? I farted on the like button. Hey, I think we all did, man. I think we all did. Let's see. After I stream for 500 days in a row. Oh, Lord, man. Daniel said, Jay, thank you for not shilling the living shit out of coins and just being you. Thank you, Dan. That's nice of you, man. That's nice of you. Sometimes Dan is so nice, man. He's so nice. Sometimes he trolls me. A lot of you guys are like that. A lot of you guys are super trolls, and a lot of you guys are super nice. Sometimes. It depends on the day, you know? Depends on the day. All right. What else we look at? I mean, we've been talking about charts for the last 45 minutes. Sometimes, dude, the time on these streams goes by so fast. Have I really been live for 45 minutes already? I don't believe it. I really don't believe it, man. All right. We've talked about a lot of different things. Now we got 15 minutes into the market open here. If you want to look at some alts, let me know. We can definitely look at some altcoins. Let me know in the chat if we want to look at some altcoins. For the meantime, I'm just going to continue on Bitcoin because what do we know, guys? What do we know? Altcoins are going to follow Bitcoin's price action. All right. I don't want to spend too much time on altcoins because to me, if I'm going to trade an altcoin, right, I'm going to look at the Bitcoin chart and see what Bitcoin's doing, right? And then maybe put a trade in on altcoins because sometimes altcoins can be more volatile than Bitcoin. You can make better gains off altcoins when you trade. So what I'll do is I'll look at the Bitcoin chart. All right, Bitcoin looks like it's going to be bearish. All right, so I might go to say Solana and be like, all right, if Bitcoin's going to drop, Solana has a good chance to drop. So I'll put a short in Solana. That's the way I do altcoins. At least in the current market right now. Obviously that'll change. Like in a bull market, it makes more sense to do TA on alts because they'll move and they'll pump separately than BTC a lot of the times. But in this market, is very, very, very tied to BTC, as we do know, guys. Right? Just a quick update. I'll do a quick update on a few of these alts, man. Solana at the moment. Solana just kind of going up in this little channel in the hourly time frame. You guys can see it just kind of oscillates, to the downside, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It just keeps going down, up, down, up, down, up. Jordan, stop saying down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm trying to friggin' sleep. Why do you keep saying the same thing over and over again? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Christ, man. Just say sideways. Ridiculous, man. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. He's a friggin' idiot. Idiot. Why even watch this guy? He has no idea what he's talking about. Like, this guy's a friggin' idiot. Say down, up, down, up. Just say sideways. Thanks for your input, Bob. I appreciate you. But it's just kind of going up, down, up, up, down, up, up. Now, what I'll say about Solana and here in the short-term time frames, another reason why I think Bitcoin could come a little bit lower here is you do have this yellow vector candle range here that you haven't came back down and took yet. All right, so watch this very, very carefully. It looks like if you zoom in, I mean, I'm not gonna do too much TA in Solana, man, but you can say that it's pretty much in the same thing as Bitcoin, right? You have this head and shoulders formation, right? That could drop it back down to the bottom of this channel. Right, you can see the left shoulder, head, forming the right shoulder as we speak. All right, so that breaks, which happens to be right at the 50 EMA, the neckline. You got to come back down and test the bottom of the range. And if obviously we have a yellow vector candle right here, which would be a breakdown of the channel, right here on the 15 minute, that would be a breakdown of the channel, right? Which would mean that you're going to go further back down to the downside. All right, so keep that in mind when it comes to Solana. I don't think there's too much on the longer-term time frames just yet. I need more price action in the longer-term time frames in this range. There's just not enough price action yet. So let's see what happens. I mean, obviously, for like, say, Solana, you do have the formation that you want to see, right? You have the first hit to the downside, second hit to the downside, confirmation up. This is what I want to see for Bitcoin, right? And we don't have this formation yet for BTC. But this is ultimately what I want to see for Bitcoin, right? 1, 2, continuation. And you did break the neckline, right? So it's interesting. It's an interesting spot It's a very interesting spot. Is it going to come back down just to test this neckline before continuing up? Or is it going to come back down and it's going to be a failed W pattern here? So let's watch this for Solana. A lot of different alts will look the same way. Ethereum looks more similar to Bitcoin. We talked about ETH a little bit earlier, but I'm not going to spend too much time on ETH. Because it's in pretty much the same deal as BTC to me. It's actually even more. You look at, say, Ethereum like this, right? ETH is in kind of the same scenario, right? You got this little sort of rising wedge formation that we got to keep an eye on here, right? Just like that, little rising wedge. A lot of people will say you can make this into a ascending triangle. You could, right? You could, and that's why we wait for confirmation. If this does break to the upside, all right, happy days, as Tino would say. But at the same point, I got to give this a slight, a slight bearish perspective here, just like Bitcoin on the rising wedge, right? Which would be a target back down to the downside, because you still have, right, looking down, you still have this yellow vector candle back down here for Ethereum as well, just like Bitcoin does, right? You have this range right here, and you have this range right here for Ethereum. So we have two pockets to come back down to ETH at some point. And that's why, just like Bitcoin, right, in order for me to say a bottom is in, I want to see, right, the first hit, the second hit, and the continuation to the upside. That's what I want to see for any type of bottom formation, right? To me right now, this is not a bottom formation yet. I need to see that second hit before we come back up to the upside. So same sort of idea for BTC. Can it continue up higher first and then come back down? Sure. That doesn't really change much. But I still want to see that second dip before I get too confident there. Shiv is the pump song? No way Shiv's pumping right now. Do we really have to play the Shiv pump song? Let's see. Is that a good thing that Shiv's pumping? I don't know. Let's see. Holy shiza! Let's get Shiv up in here, baby. Na 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 na. I don't know if this is a good thing. I might short Shiv later. This is probably gonna end up being a good short. Yeah, Shiv's going up. I will tell you. This is setting up to be a nice short. At least for me. Like, don't listen to me. You guys do what you want to do. But when I get off the stream, I'm probably gonna put a short position on Shiv. I'm not gonna lie. I might wait for a certain level, but and if you got guys on the 4-hour time frame now. You got 4-hour vector candle, yellow vector candle to the upside. You got 4-hour blue vector candle to the upside. The pump song is the short song, I guess. No, but Shiv, at least at the moment, man. You look at where you are right now. It's a good chance Shiv can make its way back up to, let's see, yeah, this range right here, man. This range right here, for multiple different reasons. If we actually stretch this out like this, it's probably a good chance Shiv comes up to this range, and then we'll see what we do from there, right? You got a red vector candle on the 4-hour looking left. You actually come up a little bit higher. So because you got actually vector candles looking left all up here, right? You got red vector candle right here. And you also have the 200 EMA coming in the 4-hour time frame. It's a good chance Shiv can come all the way back up and test the 200 EMA, right? But when it does, just be careful, because you got 2 down here, which means it's probably going to come back up and retrace these, just like I expect Bitcoin to do and Ethereum to do, right? So at the end of the day, stay grounded, stay unemotional in this market. You probably look at this and say, holy shit, I'm missing the Shiv train. Holy moly, man. At the end of the day, maybe you do, right? Maybe Shiv goes on to do 100x. But here's the thing, guys. For that one coin that goes up and does 100x, right? Those 99 other ones that you FOMO into and get wrecked. So just always remember that, okay? Remember that. But yeah, so Shiv can come up and test the 200 EMA. 107.70, somewhere in that 1070. I don't even know how to say that for Shiv, man. I don't even know how to say that for shit. Bob's probably going nuts right now. What the hell is Bob's doing in his room right now? Oh my god! Yes! Oh my, yes! This is awesome! Ma! Ship's finally pumping! This is awesome! I need to buy more! Horse guy! Buy some with me! Quick! Buy some with me! Yes! I need some ship! I'm gonna miss the boat! Yes! I'm gonna buy ship right now! Bob, how much should I buy? How much ship should I buy? Go all in! You need to go all in right now! All in! Buy all of it! Okay, yes, I'm going all in. Hold on. I'm going all in right now. Let me go all in. Hold on.
Dump it.
What? No! Manipulation! Ship! I hate dogs! I freaking hate dogs! You stupid Shiba Inu! Come here with your stupid ears! Oh, Lord. We'll see how this one plays out, man. We will see how this one plays out. Shiv's pumping up right now. So let's see what happens there. Shibanichi. The Shibanichi. No, from the bottom, though. It's a nice move there. Nice move. 45% from the bottom. So not too shabby there for all the shippers out there. I actually own Shib because of Clint. So there you go. Those buys are down, though. I forgot where even that was. That was months ago. So glad I watched this with headphones. yes, I'm going on it. Oh, Lord, man. All right. Anyways, we're still waiting on BTC. Nothing's really changed. We got 6 minutes to the market open. Let's check on the futures again. I'm sure nothing has really changed here. Let's see. Yeah, still about 1.5 points on both. So, waiting for that to open up. DXY is still chilling in the range. We're seeing which way the DXY wants to break here, right? It's been consolidating for the last week or so, right? It hasn't really done anything. If this breaks to the upside, I'm looking for a higher move to the upside for DXY, which, should in result, hold on, I'm blurry, guys, which should in result end up the stock markets and Bitcoin going lower. So, keep that in mind. I'm still waiting on this break for the DXY. It's probably going to happen today, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 possible candles that could fit in here. Let's see which way we go. S&P, still waiting for the open. We got 5 minutes in the S&P open. Let's get juicy this morning, man. Let's get freaking juicy. I have to pee like a racehorse. And no, not horse guy, okay? Not horse guy. It's crazy. Mike said, imagine if we got this excited about commodity investment, where would we be now? Hey, man. We probably wouldn't be getting excited. Clem said, stay focused. Stay focused. All right, so now we're here, and now we wait for the open. Ultimately, like we said, guys, I mean, you got to assume, I'll continue to say the same thing, we got to assume that if the stock market goes up today, Bitcoin will as well. But how much higher will it go? There's two big levels that we're watching for BTC. Right, it's this uptrending support of resistance, which is the top of the wedge formation, and it's the 200 EMA in the 1 hour time frame. Those are the two levels that we're watching. If we break out to the upside, man, that shows some serious strength for BTC. I gotta say, that's gonna show some serious strength. That'll make me a little bit more confident on a move up higher, to the upside, right? Ultimately, so it's gonna be a cool day, man. It's gonna be a very, very cool day. If we want to look at some fib levels, right? Let's take a swing high to a swing low here. Let's look at some Fibonacci levels because we love Fibonacci levels. We're actually right now we're sitting right at the 236 retracement, right? From the swing high to the swing low, we are sitting right at that 236 fib. If you guys look here, right at the 236 fib. The next level would be the 382, which is back up here towards 23,200. So, a couple very, very interesting points, man. Very, very interesting points. The 382 is at, like we said, 23,278, which happens to be the previous consolidation point high. So, funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. And what's actually interesting too, like if we want to, if this, all right, let's do this scenario. Let's say Bitcoin goes on some crazy little relief rally to the upside. What's actually interesting to me about this is you guys see this red vector candle here, right? Not only would Bitcoin come up and retrace this, but we also have the 618 retracement level sitting right at 26,770, which happens to be right at the top of that vector candle. So there's a lot of confluence there. And obviously that's looking way far ahead, right? I'm still under the assumption that we go lower before we go higher. Not lower, but we go and test the lows before we go higher. But at the same point, there is a lot of confirmation at that $26,700 level. A lot of confirmation. What's the word? Shit, man. I forget the word at this point. Let's see. Shiba going to the moon? Let's see Shiba. Shiba's still chilling. Actually, Shiba came right to this. Actually, right to that vector candle, man. There. That's pretty crazy. I hope it. I actually hope it continues up before I get off. I hope it continues up so I can short it, man. Short it with a stop loss, right? The 200 EMA. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? You know? Let's see. Confluence. There we go. Confluence, man. Thank you. Thank you. Confluence. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. I was thinking Sometimes I feel like an idiot, you know? I do. So Shib's moving. Any other altcoins moving right now, guys? Let me know. Lord Mario said, confused with shorting. How the F does it work? Basically, you're betting on the price going down, right? So think about it, for every buyer, there needs to be a seller. So shorting is the opposite end of the stick, right? You believe the market's going down. What's up? Just be bullish. Cucumber. The cucumber. So Shib's pumping. Let's see. We need that FOMO. We need that FOMO. Waves is pumping. Waves is another one that tends to get pretty volatile too, I notice. There might be some juicy shorts coming up, man. Oh yeah, Waves is coming up. I got to assume this comes back down to test this level at some point too. Yeah, but Waves is getting that move to the upside. Waves is very, very volatile, I noticed. You guys trade Waves? I know there's a lot of people last time Waves got this pump. A lot of people got that short position on Waves and rode it all the way to the downside. A lot of people sent me that. I was like, dude, nice job, man. Nice job. And let's actually go to the daily. Waves is actually setting up not too shabby, man. If you look at Waves, right, it's a lot of these alts are doing what we want to see for BTC, right? And this is what's confusing, right? Because if BTC had the same structure right here, I'd go, all right, this is looking actually pretty good for BTC. The issue is a lot of these altcoins are making the formation that we want to see, right? They're making that W formation on the longer term time frames. But the problem is Bitcoin hasn't done it yet. And that's what's very, very interesting about the current market is actually it seems like altcoins are a little bit, not ahead as far as price action goes, but ahead as far as structure goes, okay? So that's not too shabby. That ain't too shabby at all. Let's get back above the 20 EMA if we can, which it looks like it's trying to do right now in the daily. Hey, we come up and break this neckline. Waves could see a significant move, right? Significant move. 4 hour, be careful, right? 4 hour is, of course, be careful, right? Just like looking left here, right? We had yellow vector candle, all popping up. What did we eventually do, right? People thought we were going to the moon. Holy crap, we're going to the friggin' moon. We're going to the friggin' moon, man. Holy crap. Right? Holy moly.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
And then it came right back down and took all those, right? So we have yet another one popping up here. I got to assume that it comes back down to test this area again. So just be wary here, right? But we're seeing the setup on a lot of these alts that we want to see for BTC. It's very interesting, very interesting. Oh, we're open? Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out, man. So S&P is open. Obviously, we know futures opened green. Let's see what happens here. So we're moving back up. Let's check DXY. DXY is still chilling in the range. It's going to be an interesting day, man. I mean, the DXY's consolidation, I think, is going to end today, right? It's going to have to decide if it wants to pump or dump here. It's going to tell us a lot. S&P, right? Could we come back up, fill some of these gaps before continuing lower? That should bring up Bitcoin with it, right? Bitcoin try to continue up here, right? We know S&P's coming up. Bitcoin's coming up as well. Let's see what Bitcoin does here on the open, man. Let's see. Let's see what we do. Let's see what we do. Let's see what we do. Ethereum's trying to come up too, right? We want it. The most bullish scenario for these stuff, guys. Which you always, even though we might be, a lot of us might be thinking Bitcoin's going to go back down. We got to stay open to possibilities of going up higher, right? We want to see the break of this for Ethereum. We want to see the break of this for Bitcoin. The break of this for Bitcoin. We really want to see the 200 EMA being broken. And interesting enough, look at the confluence here. Bitcoin's trying to come back up, but look where the 200 EMA is coming. It's coming right into that point where Bitcoin would have to break in order to continue higher. So that's why, I was sort of saying, yes, we can see a move right here, but can it break that level? Because you're going to have major resistance right there, and the 200 EMA is going to give you major resistance there too. A lot of stuff going on right in that area. And I actually would think that the 4-hour 50, look at the 4-hour 50. The 4-hour 50 EMA is also going to be right there as well, right at the top of that rising wedge. Right there. It's a lot of confluence right there as some resistance, man. That's a big level. We break that, it's going to be looking a lot better than it does now. So, let's see. You guys see the last couple times we broke back above it. Big move, right? Big move. Back up to the 200. Let's see, man. That's going to be the level we got to watch. If the 50 EMA can break on a close, come back down, test it as support. Hey, man. Last couple times we got to move to the 200. So, and that's at 27K. So, let's stay vigilant here. Let's stay vigilant. Let's stay focused. And let's stay laser sharp to the charts, if you know what I mean. S&P, still trying to come up. DXY, still chilling. Waves, still pumping. Shout out to everyone who got on waves, man. Nice job on waves. Nice move to the upside. Above, this is why the 50 EMA is so crucial. You got back above the 50 EMA, you popped it, man. You popped it. Let's go check Shiv again. I know Shiv was pumping. The shibbers out there. I'm a shibber, unfortunately. Shiv, another yellow vector candle popping up here in the 4-hour time frame. Man, oh man. Makes me want to get a little dirty with the Shiv short. We'll see. Depends how Bitcoin reacts, But it looks like Bitcoin could be breaking a short-term resistance here, right? Downtrend of resistance right there. Looks like Bitcoin could be moving up here. Let's see. Just be careful in this move, guys, here. Right? We got yellow vector candle popping up here in the 15-minute. Let's see what's going down here. Viking hat. Let's get it, man. You want the Viking this morning? Let's get it. Let's try to break the highs for BTC. Let's go, man. Vikings, rejoice. If we want to see Bitcoin break its old highs, we must spam the swords and shields in the morning. Now, I know everyone is waking up right now. Everyone is drinking coffee and trying to enjoy times with their families. But guess what? If we do not break these highs, we will no longer be able to spend times with our families because the bears will retake our land once again. So push them back. Spam the swords and spam the shields. We will push the bears back and we will break the highs and continue this bull trend. Push them back. And if you cannot find the sword and shield emoji, type sword in the chat. Let's get it, boys. Pump it. Proud Gunner said we're dumping today. Let's find out, man. Let's find out. 21,401. All right, so we're trying to get a move to the upside. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Just be careful, guys. We are coming up to that 200 EMA. All right, so don't get too excited just yet. Let's wait for confirmation. But we're coming up to it very, very slowly here. We are approximately about $200 away from that 200 EMA, which we know Bitcoin can do in a matter of seconds. So let's watch. Let's watch. Oh, the trident. There's a trident emoji now? Holy moly. Why isn't the Viking guy bearish? Because he's always bullish, man. He's the last one. Your mom's sword. There's always your mom in here. It's funny. That's funny. All right, DXY still chilling. E still chilling. S&P continuing to the upside. Let's see what happens, man. Let's go like the hourly chart on the S&P. Let's get a little more deep and dirty here. S&P still trying to continue up. Let's see. We're coming up on that 50 EMA on the S&P. See what it does there, man. Every time I say P, It makes me want to copy. Let's see. Shiv is mooning again. All right, Shib's still continuing up, man. Look at Shib. Let's get it. Shib and Ichi pushing the 200 EMA. Let's see what we get at the 200 EMA, man. Let's see. Shib's getting a nice move to the upside. Those are two juicy, fat candles to the upside. Awesome. Bottom is in. We're going deep and dirty now. Wait, your mom. You have to say your mom. You can't just say a chat. You have to say your mom after everything. Come on, man. Come on. 21,384. Your mom's bottom is in. Let me actually do a poll. Let me do a poll. Is the bottom in for BTC? You guys know my take on it. I want to see your take. Here we go. Is the bottom in for BTC? Yes or no? Not local bottom, the bottom. The bottom. Okay? The macro bottom. Will Bitcoin ever go below? Or at least right now. I'll say right now. At least during this upcoming cycle. Will Bitcoin go below 17,585? Let me know in the chat if you think that the bottom is in. Let me know. Leave for a second, and now there's Vikings. Of course there's Vikings, man. We just haven't seen him in a while because we haven't been any type of upwards price action. He fights for our rights, you know? All right, hold on. Yeah, you broke the character, your mom. You can't do that, man. Oh, Lord. It's a local bottom, just more drop. Let's see. Micro bottom. Bottom is 7K. Most people think we're going lower. 69% say no, the bottom's not in. Interesting stuff. I'm not surprised. I'm very not surprised at that. For anyone that's short in right now, guys, we're seeing a move. Just be wary of the bigger picture, though, right? We're seeing a move on the shorter term time frames like this. Seeing a breakout, all right? Awesome stuff. Just be careful of the bigger picture, right? Still in a rising wedge formation, right? What do we like to see with rising wedge formations? Volume that's fallen off a cliff. You guys can see here since the start of the wedge, right? You've seen volume fall off a cliff. That's just confirmation that you're in some type of pattern, right? So volume's falling off, rising wedge, coming right up to the 200 EMA. And you got vector candles looking lower that you still haven't filled yet. So let's see, man. Let's see. It's going to be a test. It's going to be a test because when Bitcoin is super, super bullish, it loves to break bearish patterns to the upside. We used to see that so much. We haven't seen it lately because Bitcoin's been bearish. But when Bitcoin wants to be bullish, all right, even if it's for a short amount of time, it's going to break these type of patterns to the upside. It's going to say, screw you.
Rant alert.
Okay? I don't care what you say. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to break it to the upside. So, let's watch. Right? Let's watch. Let's watch and get busy. Daily's looking good, right? It looks like we're trying to break the 236 fib. If you get a daily close right here, man, if you break back above this and close above this, the 382 is back up at 23,278. So, let's watch this, man. Interesting stuff going on right now. Shib, right to the 200 EMA, man. Man, come on, Shib. I wanted you to go up here when I was off stream, bro. Oh. Now, who knows? If I was off stream, I would have put a short in right there. I would have put a short in right there and let that shit ride. But, of course, it has to happen right now. Shib has no chill, right? Maybe it'll smack it now. Maybe it'll break it to the upside. It'll be a blessing that I didn't short there. So, let's see, man. Let's see if Shib can break that 200 EMA. But look at, man, that's why people say moving averages don't work, man. Look at that. To an absolute T. Right to the 200 EMA rejection. Right? That's what I literally just said 2 seconds ago. Right? We'll see if it comes up and breaks now. But you did get that initial rejection there. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. You gotta love it. What are you gonna eat next? Crispy cricket cereal? Crispy cricket? I would never eat a cricket. I think that's nasty. I can just imagine putting the cricket in my mouth and going. That's nasty, man. Would you guys eat a cricket? Let me know in the chat. Some of you guys probably eat crickets. Sometimes I forget some of you guys are from different countries and everyone eats different things. So there's probably some country out there that crickets are like the chicken here in the US, you know? Like you guys love crickets. I'm not eating any crickets, that's for damn sure. Right? There's only one guy I know that eats crickets. You guys can probably guess who it is. I like crickets. I like to crunch. It helps me breathe because I have a hard time breathing because I'm just always so anxious all the time. And I'm in a long position on Shib right now. I just longed with Bob. I can't have this dump. I can't have this dump. Move that blue line. Move it. We're in a bull market. Bull market. It's confirmed. You see those candles on Shib? It's confirmed bull market. Let me have some crickets. Let me eat some crickets. Oh, Lord. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known, man. I should have freaking known. Hold on. Auntie said, what are you going to eat next? Oh, no, that was you, Auntie. Appreciate the super chat, Auntie. All right. So Bitcoin's still chilling. We're still waiting for a move back up. I mean, it makes sense. S&P still continuing up. DXY still just chilling in the range, man. I want to see a little bit more movement for the S&P. Bitcoin. Oh, here comes Bitcoin now. Here we go. Here's BTC. Just be careful, man. We're coming up here, but be careful at the top of the, hold up. Be careful at the top here. We just came up to the top of the wedge formation. Let's see what we do. We're going to play the pump song because we broke the highs. But let's see what we do here, man. Can we break the 200 EMA? We're coming up hot and heavy. Look for some resistance in this area. If this level breaks, hey, man, that's a strong sign for Bitcoin, right? If we can break this level. So, good too, man. A lot of people look at markets and they go, oh, it's 100% bearish, 100% bullish. You got to look at it. A lot of people need to switch their mind frame. You got to look at things where, like, if this happens, then this. If this happens, then this. It's not so cut and dry. And that's why, yes, we have these things. But if these levels right here break, hey, we're looking a lot better than we were, a couple hours ago. And that's perfect, right? That's perfect. And that's sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you need like these bearish things popping up here and Bitcoin being like, nope, I'm continuing up. Now, stay vigilant here. What I will say is a couple different things I'm looking at here, right? You're at the top of the wedge formation. You're at the 200 EMA. And you're also, if you close here, which you got 15 minutes into the close, and you see a little bit more downside action, you do have a little bit of bearish divergence. So if you close above these previous candles here, all right, if you close above those previous candles, you got higher highs and you got lower highs. So short-term time frame, this is short-term time frame stuff, right? So if you see this confirm here above these previous high, you're going to have bearish divergence right at resistance. So just stay vigilant. That's my favorite word today. I don't know why I use the word vigilant so much, Holy moly, man. Would be much better for bulls if dipped out wedged first and opposite the other. True, man. True. So let's see. You got a little bit of bearish divergence forming. Another yellow vector candle popping up. So let's see. What's going on, Mike Dutch? Let's see. Can you talk about Matic? You can check out Matic real quick. Let's see what Shib's doing. Shib's just chilling right at the 200 EMA, man. So we're still seeing what Shib wants to do ultimately. All right. We can check out Matic real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on altcoins right now, guys, unless someone requests it in like a super chat or whatever. But because honestly, right now, there's no really point of looking at alts. It really comes down to BTC. Yeah, Matic's looking real good, man. Matic's looking real good. Back above the 50. I mean, you came recovered. Every vector candle looked to the downside in the 4-hour time frame. So, yeah, Matic's not looking too shabby. Now, if we zoom in, that could obviously change things, right? If we zoom in here. Let me actually bring up the RSI real quick because you might have sort of the same deal going on. Hold on one sec. Actually, for the altcoins, I'm gonna stick to the longer term time frames because I think that's what everyone cares about. What I'd say for Matic is you're coming up on, some previous highs looking left. All right, previous highs looking left right here. So be careful right there. You did break it back above the 50. This could be a point where, so you got the 4-hour stock RSI topped out. At some point, this is gonna have to come in. This is have to come and reset, right? So just like we want to see, right? We want to see that first wave. At some point, you want to come back down, test the 50, and continue up. This would be a good point for that. Why? What would that make? Well, more of a macro inverse head and shoulders pattern. If this came back down and test the 50 at this level, it doesn't have to, right? But this is sort of what I like to look at the charts is, you're going to have mean reversion at some point, and a retest of the 50 at this level would be perfect. Would be perfect. Now, if it just smashes through that, hey, all is good in the world. The market wants to move back up. But, man, it's a good move for Matic too, man. It's a really, really good move for Matic. Really, really nice move. Let's go back to BTC. BTC still chilling right here, man. So be careful at this level. And what's going on, Ash? Good to see you, man. I know everyone's getting hyped right now. Keep it grounded, though. Keep it grounded. You know what Jabba would say, man. This is great. Look at all the bulls FOMOing in. This is just more liquidity for my shore. Look at all these bulls. They fall for every bull pump. Such idiots, man. Every time we pump, they're like, yes, George was right. George was right. Guess what? George is not right. He's not right. I'm right. Okay? This is just more liquidity for my shore. You guys are idiots if you really think this is going higher. Idiots. Get ready. You guys are going to get burned again. Do not fight Jabba the short, okay? I will win every single time. I'm shorting, and I'm short and freaking heavy. You salty bulls, you got to get wrecked again. Again. You fall for it every time. Idiots. Idiots. Oh, Lord. Don't fight the Jabba, man. Don't fight the Jabba, I'm telling you. You fight Jabba the short, you're going to get destroyed. So be careful, man. Perfect rejection off the top of that wedge formation. At least right now. So, let's see. We got bearish div. We still got a rising wedge. Sorry, we just got a rising wedge. Right? We still haven't broke above the 200 EMA. Wait for confirmation. All right? Hold up. I can't. Hello. Okay, we're good. And smack the like button for his mom. Smack the like button for my mom. My mom is in the chat right now. Smack up that like button for my mom in the chat right now. Smack that shit up. She's in here. Let's freaking go. All right? Just sub so I could say Frankie Candles eats crickets. Why do you say that? There must be a reason why you say that. I need to know. All right, guys, we're staying a little bit longer today because I have to pee. I'm getting hungry. I need more coffee and I need to walk. And I need to add a few more things onto the stream that I have some ideas for today. Right? Sometimes I get these little moments of ideas. So keep that in mind. Yeah, right now you're seeing this. So we got 9 minutes into the close, guys. If you see the close here, be careful. Bearish div, right? 15 minute. Yellow vector candle to the downside. Doesn't mean they can't just send it back up, right? But my point is just we got to wait for confirmation and break of key levels, right? Daily breaking the 236. We get a close above the 236. All right, awesome, right? It's better than not getting a close above it. Here's what I'll say again too, man. If we go back real quick and we go back to the weekly chart on Bitcoin, just to zoom out a little bit, we got the close below the 200 SMA, right? Which we know was a decent capitulation, right? We know miners were capitulating on that candle, right? We had miner capitulation flash on the hash ribbons. What I'll say on that is we know we've only ever closed one other time below the 200 SMA, and what happened after that, if we're going to take this logically, right, was March of 2020. We got a slight close below it, big wick below it, and then we came right back up and closed above it the next week. Not going to say that's going to happen this week, but that's really all we've seen in the past. Every time that's held as support, or we've seen 1 week below and a move back up. I know people are going to say this time is different, and I will agree that the macro is different this time, right? Bitcoin's never been through a stock market bear market, right? That's never happened before. So yes, this time is different. But if we just look at what's happened in the past, we had the close below the 200 SMA. Will we come back up and close above it this week? If it does close back above it, hey, that could be some pretty good stuff, right? I would think that's definitely a good sign and what you want to see. At some point, we need to start seeing signs that Bitcoin wants to bottom. We don't have them yet, but there's a few different things that we want to see. At some point, we have to start looking for those signs, right? There isn't quite there yet, but with my point of basically what I'm saying is we get it back above the 200 SMA. It's one of the things that I do want to see for Bitcoin to do ultimately, because at some point we're going to have to do it, right? So 200 SMA right now is sitting at a measly 22,500. So that could be a point where we get some resistance too, right? This could just be a back test to form it as resistance before continuing down. But if we get it closed back above it, hey, might be pretty nice, man. James said the fact that 70% of people vote no, we haven't seen the bottom, is the best indicator that we are at the bottom. I don't necessarily agree with that, James. I normally would agree with that, but here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. People were just as bearish right here, man. At 30K, we did polls like that, and people thought it was going to go lower too, right? At 20K, we did polls like that. People thought it was going to go lower too. And it did. And it did. So, you know me. I would typically say do the opposite of the herd. But lately, the herd's been right. So, at some point, that's going to change. But I think right now, the macro doesn't care about the herd. But at some point, you're right. The herd is going to be right. And that's why I will continue to DCA no matter what the price is, right? Especially below the 200 SMA, I'll continue to DCA because I'm not going to miss the train. Though I maybe think it might go lower, guess what? I'm still packing my bag. So even if it doesn't, it is what it is. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll. We want to go in a bull market right now? I'm ready to rock and roll. We want to continue down? I'm ready to rock and roll. You got to be ready for both scenarios, you know? Let's see. Hey, Jordan, serious question. Would you go on Around the Blockchain BitBoy channel if you were invited? He invited me before.
Nope.
I would only go on there to troll, man. Listen, I'm not... Guys, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to... I'm going to keep my mouth shut, man. I'm going to keep my mouth shut because people are so sensitive in this space, man. I gotta chill. I gotta chill. I would not that there's anything wrong with going on around the blockchain, but I've seen other people go on there and they just go, and I'm not gonna do that. One, and there's other reasons I don't want to go on there, which I'm gonna shut my mouth about. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it, man. Hurry, someone order an Uber. And listen, I've always said I want my channel to be growing organically. I don't want to be going on everyone's channel and you know, getting viewers from other people. No, I want an organic channel, right? Because here's the thing. Subscribers don't matter, man. Like if you got there's some channels with 1.5 million subscribers, but they get like 5K viewers on their streams. Like it doesn't really matter, man. You know? It doesn't really matter. Do it by yourself? True. Oh, Lord. They vomit? No, man. BitBoy, you're so awesome. I'm not gonna... No, man. I'm not... That's not for me. That's not for me, man. If I went on there, it would be just to troll. I would literally, just to go on there, act like myself for 2 seconds, and then switch to Bob. And this is what I do. If I went around the blockchain, this is what would happen, man. I would go on there, and then I would go like this, right? I would instantly switch to Bob, and this is what would happen. This show friggin' sucks. This show sucks. Why do people watch this show? Christ, man. People only watch this to see Wendy. Like, no one watches this show. Who watches this? People watch BitBoy's channel for BitBoy. Not friggin' DZ. Not friggin' TJ. This show sucks, man. Christ, bro. This show used to be so good. Oh, friggin' sucks. Christ, man. Like, why do people watch this shit? I wonder what would happen if I did that, man. I wonder what... that would be so legendary. Maybe... Should I sneak... know what? I might do it, man. I might do it, but you guys can't tell... You guys can't tell them that I would go on there and I would troll. Alright? You guys can't tell them that. That would be legendary. And I would just go on there and troll. I wonder what their face would be like. Right? I wonder what their faces would be like. And then I would just leave. Oh, Lord. First time they would ban a guest. I might do it, man. Just to troll. Because you guys know me. Like I like to have fun. Like I'm not about there going up there and having conversations about crypto stuff. That really doesn't matter. I'm not. That's not me, man. That's not me. You have to let us know so we can watch. Oh, Lord. I might do it. They sent me an email a while ago. Maybe I'll reply. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Wait a minute. All right, I'm going to reply to the email. I don't know if they'll let me go on there anymore, but I'm going to do it just to troll. Just for you guys. I'm going to do it. It's going to be legendary. But you can't tell them. It's probably too late because I'm saying it live. All right, Bitcoin's moving up. Here we go. All right, so we're going to see if we can get above the 200 EMA, man. We got the hourly close coming up here. Just trying to get a move up right before the close, guys. Trying to get a move up. We still have lower highs. All right, we still got lower highs on the RSI, higher highs price action. Still below the 200, and we're still right at resistance on the wedge. We got a yellow vector candle popping up here. Does mean that they're trying to move it up, man, with some aggression. So let's see. We got 1 minute to the hourly close. I'm probably gonna head off here right after the hourly close, guys, because I need food, coffee, walk, pee, probably a little bit of this too, and everything in between. You know, they probably in here right now. Probably. BitBoy I know used to watch my streams. He still probably does. He still probably does. I think George does too. He just said in the chat. I'm gonna watch BB today to see if he heard you. Oh, Lord. At the end of the day, it would all be in good fun, you know. I think this space. I always said this space needs a little more fun, man. You know, I know everyone's in this space to make money, but at the end of the day, like 95% of the analysis that people do it doesn't mean anything anyways, right? So you might as well have fun with it. I would even say it's higher than 95%. I would say 99%. All right, so we close right at the top of the wedge. We confirm bearish divergence. We right at the 200 EMA. Be careful of a little wick up here, right? A little wick up here on the hourly open. But I gotta respect. I gotta respect what the charts are telling me at the moment. If it breaks, that just means that the market makers don't care and they're just gonna push it up higher, man. So that's why you always wait for confirmation. If the market makers move it up, that means they want to move it higher, right? They want to move it higher. So let's see what happens now, man. See what happens now. 15 minutes getting a little shot, right? 15-minute stock RSI getting topped out. 15-minute RSI getting a little bit topped out. And you got vector candles looking down. I would not be surprised if this dumps, right? Hourly right at resistance. 15-minute stocks topped out. We still got the 4-hour stocks that have been topped out for a hot minute. Could this be setting up right at the 50 EMA in the 4-hour time frame? Could this be setting up for a move lower? All right, I think that's the question that we're all waiting for right now. We're all waiting for that question, man. You know, if you do what you have to break, yeah. Let's see. Pooping right now? Nice. I think a manufacturer rivalry. You know what trade I'm going to take. Drew, I know what you're doing. You're shorting. I actually wish I wasn't streaming right now because I wish I could short Shiv. There would be a little bit more volatility on there. But as soon as I hop off, I might I might throw one in. Where are we at with Shiv? See the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, man. This is perfect. It's perfect on Shibi. On Shibi Nachi. Ah, man, I wish I was. I would have had a limit order right there. Bop to the downside. It is what it is. All right, guys. I'm going to head out because I really need to... So... I'll catch you guys at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys could like up the video before you go, I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching the market open. S&P still trying to continue up. Bitcoin continuing up with the S&P. So that makes a little bit of sense. Let's see what happens today. Like I said, if there's any way Bitcoin can break this 50 EMA in the 4-hour, which is the 200 EMA on the 1-hour, right? Do the math. And can break out of this wedge, that shows a lot of good stuff happening. A lot of good stuff happening. But just be wary, man. This is typically a bearish pattern that breaks to the downside. So wait for confirmation. Wait for the break of the levels, right? And then go from there. All right. Catch you guys later. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, as always, you know, don't panic, sell your crypto. Don't do anything I would not do. And don't panic, sell your crypto. All right. Later, guys. Have a fantastic, fantastic day. Expect some new stuff on the stream tonight, guys. I'm in that creative mood, so expect some new stuff. All right. Adios. Peace.